Hey you guys, it's mzosofabolousTV, and once again, please excuse my voice. I have lost my voice because I was sick this past week. So today's video is going to be my favorites of 2014. So this is just going to be a wrap-up of all of the favorites that I have this year. I have a whole bunch of stuff, so I'm just gonna get started. I'm gonna start off with hair products and stuff, but the first thing I want to start off with is the hair companies that I've been loving this year. Absolutely huge fan. The first one would have to be the Grace Hair Company on AliExpress. That has had to be like my favorite particular company as far as hair weaving goes. Also who else? What is that company? It's at the tip of my tongue. And Diva Wigs. Their wigs have been fabulous. They have not failed me yet this year. They are absolutely fabulous. So those will be like the two top companies that I've been loving this year as far as hair weaving and hair wigs go. As far as hair products, my favorite hair color this year cannot fail me, absolutely can always provide me with any color that I'm looking for, would have to be the Pravana Chroma Silk colors. I have used this particular line as far as all of the colors that I have done this year, as far as the green wig and the pink, orange, and yellow wig, the turquoise and purple wig. I have used the Pravana Silk Chroma Silk line, so absolutely love this. I'm not sure where you guys can purchase this. You can probably order this online, but I do purchase this at a professional salon store where you need a license to purchase that. So yeah, been loving that. Also, my favorite shampoos and conditioners this year. Like you guys know, I tell you guys all the time, I'm not really picky when it comes to shampoos and conditioners. I don't really look at stuff that has no parabens or sulfates or anything in it. I kind of just go with whatever's on sale. But the shampoo and conditioner that I seem to be gravitating to more and more and purchasing more and more every time would happen to be this Tresemme line, and it is the Healthy Volume shampoo and conditioner. I have been repurchasing this. This is probably my third time repurchasing this. I absolutely love how it makes my hair feel. I don't feel like it delays any of the growth in my hair. You guys have been following my hair journey, and my hair has been growing just fabulously. The main reason why I really particularly like this line is because this line really detangles my hair. Like, I can literally detangle my hair using this particular hair care line. So I really love this, and I normally purchase this at Target. A lot of times this is on sale for like $5 a bottle, so that's why I really particularly like this line, and you get such big bottles of it. Another product that I've really been liking for my hair also is this Aussie Mousse. And this is the Aussie Mousse Volume 2-in-1 shampoo. I absolutely love this. So normally what I would do is I will wash my hair 2 times with the Tresemme shampoo and then use this as my last shampoo before I apply the conditioner in my hair and finger detangle my hair. So I absolutely been loving this, and I love that this comes with a pump. It just makes it very convenient for me. Once again, I got this at Target, and I also believe this was on sale for like $5, and I literally had this all year, and I probably have about that much left in it. So this bottle has done its duty. We're gonna move on to, what are we gonna move on to? We're gonna move on to makeup tools and stuff. So I'm gonna start with brushes. So one of the brushes that I've been loving is this particular brush right here, and this is a concealer brush from Sephora, and this is the Sephora Pro Flat Concealer Brush in number 67. I use this to sculpt my eyebrows with the concealer. Love this particular brush. Once again, I said this is from Sephora. The next brush is this one right here. This is a Morphe's dual fiber blending brush. It's a chunky one, as you guys can see. It doesn't have a number or name on there. It just says it's from Morphe's brushes, and I actually use this to blend out my base and primer on my eyelids. So I love this. Couldn't live without this. The next 2 brushes I have to share with you guys is this MAC 180 dual fiber brush. I do have 2 of these from Morphe's brushes that I got from iMats last year, and those are in my kits. They work just as well. The only difference is the dual fiber brushes are a lot longer than this one, but I always seem to gravitate towards this one. And once again, this is the MAC 180, and I use this to blend out my highlight and concealer underneath my eyes and down the center of my face. Absolutely love, love, love this brush. And then the last brush that I was loving in the beginning, but I put down and started using something else and then recently picked back up, is this brush right here. And this is the Morphe's M460 brush. And this is a flat contouring brush. I love the design of it. It allows you to really get inside your hollows of your cheeks and really contour the sides of your nose. I just love this brush for contouring. And once again, I do own 2 of these that I use in my professional kit as well. So I love this brush. Now I have so much stuff. I think we're going to move on to skincare products. I have 2 skincare masks that I've been loving, and you guys know I've been loving because I've raved about them in my monthly favorites. The first one, hands down, has to be this Algae brightening mask. Now a lot of you guys were cussing me out because it was like $69, and I understand that it's a lot of money, but it's a lot of money well worth it. Like I said, if you can't dish out the money to purchase this, at least try a sample of it. I absolutely love it. This is one of the first masks that I've ever used that gives me instant results as soon as I wash it off. So I absolutely love, love, love this. And then the second mask would have to be this Bliss multi-faced all-in-one anti-aging clay mask. I really like the cooling sensation that it gives me on my face, and I really feel like it is extracting any blackheads or pimples or anything that is just stuck in my pores. I feel like the cooling sensation of this mask really helps to pull out all of the impurities in my skin. So I really love, love, love this. And also Miss Posh here on YouTube uses this as well in her skincare routine. So I was excited when I got this in gratis because I was like, oh, I seen her use that. So I'm loving this. So now we're going to move on to face and foundation products. So hands down, I don't care what nobody says, my favorite primer, and this is going to be my favorite primer for a very long time, is going to be the Urban Decay Naked Skin. Now you guys know I have oily skin, and my skin's a hot oily mess all the mother freaking time. But when I tell you that no matter what foundation I put on, it completely keeps my face mattified, is this freaking primer right here. This is absolutely a wonderful primer. Because of this primer, I am able to wear more foundations that give that kind of glow and dewy finish without it being too overly dewy because of the oils in my skin. Love, love, love this. And it's like empty. I gotta get another one. It's like 30 bucks. I don't want to pay 30 bucks for it, but I have to have this in my life. Absolutely loving this. The first foundation I want to talk about is this NARS Sheer Glow. Now I purchased the NARS Sheer Matte before I purchased the Sheer Glow, and I was loving the Sheer Matte, but once I got my hands on the Sheer Glow, I can't go back. I just cannot go back to the Sheer Matte. I use it every once in a while, but it does not give my skin that glow that it needs, that this NARS Sheer Glow does. In the color I have is Tahoe, but in the Sheer Matte I use Kadaz. I believe you can't find Tahoe in your local Sephora stores. You can only purchase it online. I don't understand why they discontinued it in the stores, but yes, I prefer the shade in Tahoe better than Kadaz. Kadaz is a tad bit light, but it's okay because you can still bronze and warm that up. But I'm loving, loving this. The next foundation, of course, I've been raving about as well, is the Lancome Nude Miracle Foundation. This is a liquid to powder foundation, so this is going to give you a matte finish. This is also a sheer coverage foundation. This is a very sheer coverage foundation, but for me, honey, this is full coverage, and that means my skin must be flawless for this to give the coverage and the look that it gives to my skin. So I absolutely love this, and the shade I am in is 450N. The next foundations I want to talk about are a couple of new foundations that I've introduced into my life as far as my professional makeup kit, and I'm actually wearing this on my face today as foundation, highlight, and contour, are the Black Opal foundation sticks. Now I was introduced to this particular foundation brand from Beat Face Honey Tatiana Ward here on YouTube, and I remember she was saying how she used this in her kit and she uses this on her celebrity clientele and she always goes back to it. So I was looking for some inexpensive foundations that I can keep in my kit because I go through them so much, and these are only $9.99 and they last a very long time. And the coverage, these are full coverage foundation sticks and the coverage is unbeatable. It gives a little bit of a dewy finish, so you will have to set this particular foundation, but that is not a problem. Once you set it, the photography, I feel like with my clientele and taking pictures and posting it on Instagram, the way it photographs, it just photographs so beautiful. So I'm a huge fan, and I purchased 7, so I have like 7 of these foundations. But what I use for my particular face, I use the Heavenly Honey for a foundation, but it's a little bit light, so I mix Heavenly Honey with hazelnut to get my true foundation shade, and then I contour with hazelnut, and then I just use the Heavenly Honey for a highlight. So both of these just work just fabulous. And I also, if I want a really dramatic contour, I'll use Mocha. I really love that as well. So I'm been a huge fan of these, and like I said, for $9.99 you cannot beat that, and you get a lot of product in here. So naturally we're going to move on to concealers. There are 3 concealers that I have been loving this year. I did like the Becca concealer, but for $36 and it only lasted me 2 weeks, I can't do it. My first and foremost favorite concealer that I used this year is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Caramel. Absolutely love, love, love this concealer. I mean, I love it on my clients. It just gives such a, like it says, a radiant finish. It's just absolutely beautiful. But for a natural, you know, just highlight underneath the eyes, you could use Caramel if you're my skin tone. But if you kind of want that more dramatic highlight underneath the eyes, I would go with either Ginger or take it one step further and use Biscuit. Those colors would be fabulous. But I absolutely love this. And this is $29 at Sephora. But I actually went online and got my NARS Pro card so I can get 40% off. So I'm really excited about that. So now I can get 40% off this concealer, so I'm super excited about that. Also, the next concealer everybody's been raving about on Instagram, everybody and a mama uses the LA Pro concealers. I use this in my kit. Once again, this is a fabulous highlight, and the color I use is Fawn, and I use this as a highlight. This is more of a natural highlight. This doesn't give me that dramatic boost that I need to my highlight, but so this will be my more everyday kind of highlight. And then the concealer that I'm actually just loving, and it's a new concealer in my life. This is the Laura Mercier Secret Concealer in shade number 4. Okay, so this gives me my really bright dramatic highlight that I want, especially if I want it to be very dramatic in my Instagram post. I love this, and I've been using this every day, and I've had this for about a month and I haven't even put a dent in it. So I'm really pleased with this particular concealer, and it is a full coverage concealer. Move on to bases. So my 2 favorite bases this year, and the reason why, before I show them to you, they're my favorite bases this year because I don't need to use these bases with an eyeshadow primer. I can use them on its own. And the first one that I was introduced to this year is the Milani Shadow Eyes 12 Hour Wear Eyeshadow, and this one is 10 Almond Cream. And I've been using this for a base, you know, to brighten up my eyeshadows so that the colors come off true. And the great thing about this is completely waterproof, so it's not going to crease on you or anything like that. So I've been loving using this, and you can purchase this at your local drugstore. And the next one I want to talk about is a new one that was introduced to me recently this last couple of months, is the Bare Minerals 5-in-1 BB Advanced Cream Eyeshadow. And the shade I have is Soft Linen. This comes in 5 different shades, but they're all fairly similar to this one. They do have like a taupey one, but I have been using this nonstop. I actually used this today. I just love this. It's a cream formula. It just keeps my eyeshadows on all day. It doesn't cause my eyeshadows to crease or anything, so I actually love using this. And with this Morphe's brush, I'll just apply that to my eyes and use this brush to blend it out. Just been loving those together. Just a fabulous product. Now we're going to move on to eyeshadows, and my favorite palette that I have been using this year would have to be the Smashbox Full Exposure palette. Oh my god, I love this, and let me tell you why I love this. Because it comes with 10 matte and 10 shimmers, so this is just such a fabulous palette. I more so prefer just the matte shades in the palette over the shimmery shades. The shimmery shades are really nice, but they don't compare to the matte shades. And the reason why I like the matte shades because it gives you a really nice variety of transition shades to use. And I feel like a lot of makeup palettes, standard makeup palettes, are losing that, especially a lot of the Urban Decay palettes don't come with transition colors. But I realize nowadays everybody is making sure there's at least 2 or 3 transition shades in a palette, which is really good because we always need that transition color. So absolutely love this. And they came out with the double exposure, which is the second one. So this one, oh my god, that is to die for. That is to die for. I just have to get my hands on that. I just have to get my freaking hands on that one. So I've been loving this. And then the other eyeshadows that I want to talk about are the Milani Bella Gel eyeshadows. And I just have 3 here. I have a lot more other shades, but I just wanted to share with you guys this particular line for a drugstore eyeshadow line. It is fabulous. They have matte shades, they have shimmer shades, they have frosty shades. The matte shades aren't powdery whatsoever. These products are highly, highly pigmented, especially some of the more metallic finish eyeshadows. Oh my god, the pigment on those are insane. Absolutely love this. I use these on a daily basis. I use a lot of the pink shades, mostly on a daily basis, but oh my god, this black, you cannot beat this. And this is Bella Black. Once again, drugstore product. Milani definitely stepped up their game when they created these particular eyeshadows, so definitely been loving those. Now we're going to move on to blushes and bronzers, and can I give it up? Can I give it up to City Color Cosmetics? Okay. For the price, honey, y'all are doing your mother freaking thing, okay? I use these City Color products every single day. So the first thing we're going to talk about is this B Matte blush from City Colors Cosmetics, and this one is called Guava. Oh my god, for $3.99? $3.99 for this big old blush? Yes, honey, I'll take that. So this is the B Matte blush and bronzer, and this is just a fabulous everyday kind of bronzer, especially if you're a girl that likes those kind of peachy undertone blushes. This is a fabulous blush. What else can I say about it? But it's fabulous. And look how big this is. Like, I'll never ever run out of this, okay? The next thing I want to talk about, I have been a huge fan of this City Colors Sunlight Trio, and this is in collection number 2. Absolutely love this. The main things in here that I absolutely love are these 2. I use this highlight every single day. I'm actually wearing this on my cheekbones today. I don't know how well you guys can see that highlight popping on my cheeks, but I wear this one every day. And then I'm actually using this one as a blush. And you guys know I've been a huge fan of like the kind of glowy kind of skin, sun-kissed glowy skin. That has been my thing this year. So yeah, absolutely love this. And I believe this is only $5.99 on this site. Yes, get it rocking. Love this. Love this. And then the next thing I want to talk about is this Sun-Kissed Trio from City Color Cosmetics, and this is huge compact, and this one is in tan. Now the main thing that I generally use in this is the bronzer in here. I use this to contour. This is a fabulous, really dark and deep contour color. Absolutely loving this. And I'm almost hidden pan in this corner, but you have this whole strip to use. So loving this, and I believe this is $5.99 as well. The blush in here is fabulous. The only thing is this highlight, you guys seen me use this highlight in a video, and the shimmers on top of it is just a top coat. Once the top coat is gone underneath it, it just has this, it's kind of like a matte chalky kind of highlight. It's not even like a true highlight. So, but yeah, I'm definitely loving this bronzer. Love it. Now I'm going to talk about 2 mascaras. And the 2 mascaras, and I love using this as a pair, are these 2. The first one that I use every single day, whether I'm wearing lashes or I'm not wearing lashes, this is the Clinique High Impact Mascara. Absolutely love it. Comes in a green tube. Nothing fancy about the packaging of it. It just comes with a really nice traditional, and you guys know I like the traditional mascara ones, but I like how small it is because it fits really nicely on my bottom lashes. So I'm loving this, and you can purchase this at Sephora. And then I love using that in comparison with the Dior It Lash mascara. Now this comes with the kind of plastic mascara one that I don't really like, but there's something about the formulation of this actual mascara that gives really nice length to my lashes, and then I'll use the High Impact for the volume. So those two together are absolutely fabulous. And this Dior It Lash mascara comes in a couple different shades. I have the black one. I believe it comes in black, brown, cobalt blue, and a hot pink, which is really pretty, and it really does coat your lashes. A lot of times when you have these colored mascaras, they really don't come out the color that it says, but the pink and blue one really do coat your lashes a pink or cobalt blue. So winding down to the last few things, this next thing I want to talk about is this Violet Voss glitter. If you guys seen my last tutorial, I did a glitter lip for the holidays. This has been my hands down favorite glitter. I like this for any kind of occasion, whether it be holiday, Christmas, New Year's, prom. This is such a fabulous glitter, and the base of it is really nice. Like I said in my glitter lip tutorial, it has like a black base, but with the black base it kind of has a green, gold, and orange reflex to it. Love it. And this is the Violet Voss glitter in Taylor, so I might have to stock up on this because this is technically going to be like the first glitter that I almost run out of, and I don't rarely run out of makeup cosmetic stuff. So yeah, now we're gonna move on to lip product stuff, and the first lip product I want to talk about is the one I'm wearing now, and these products are also new to my life and collection. The first one I want to talk about is this lipstick I'm wearing today in Wet. It is a fabulous kind of taupey metallic lipstick. Absolutely beautiful. You guys seen this, and I introduced you guys to this lip color in my ColourPop haul. And this lipstick, or everything on the ColourPop website, is only $5, and you cannot beat $5. And if you spend $30, you'll get free shipping, and that's exactly what I did. So for $30, I got 6 products and got free shipping, and the shipping was fabulous. So yes, I absolutely love this color in Wet. The next one I want to talk about is, of course, the black lipstick I have been on the hunt for in Bull Chic. This is just an awesome, just fabulous black lipstick. Nothing to it but to do it. Absolutely love it. And then I have 3 OCC lip products that I want to talk about. And it's very rare that I go through a yearly favorites or beauty favorites without mentioning a MAC lipstick. But this year I didn't purchase anything in MAC at all. None of the collections. I swear to goodness, this whole year went by and I didn't purchase anything from MAC this year, which is insane. But I think I'm waiting to get my Pro card, because now I'm like, I'm not spending $15 on a lipstick when I can get my Pro card and only spend $6. So oh yeah. So I have 3 OCC lip tars, one of which is discontinued, which is this green one right here. I have been into very funky colors this year, and I have been gravitating towards this color a lot in my kit. And this is the OCC lip tar in Chlorophyll. I believe this came out 2 years ago, because I did get this 2 iMats ago. But it isn't a permanent color. I don't know if you can still purchase this on the website, but I do know we don't even sell this particular color at Sephora in our OCC. So that's how I know it is a limited edition, but I absolutely love it. It's a really nice forest green lipstick, and it's a really nice, it's one of those kind of colorful lipsticks, but it isn't too like rah in your face, because it isn't like a bright neon green. It is just a dark forest green, and I love wearing this with like a glitter top coat on top of it. Fabulous. So my favorite red of the year, in a kind of shocking because everybody and their mama's favorite red, is Ruby Woo, but I have been absolutely loving this OCC lip tar in Stalker. It is a matte finish. This red is too legit to quit, okay? And I've really been loving using the OCC lip tars in my professional kit, because I'm able to give my clients an actual lip, like a lip swab or a lip sample to bring with them, so that they are able to touch up. But I really like the consistency of the OCC matte lip tars, because they stay on all day. So no matter if you eat or drink, this lip product is still going to be on your lips, and you just have to do minor touch-ups. But absolutely loving this particular red lipstick. And then last but not least, my favorite nude would happen to be this color right here in Memento. And this is once again from OCC Cosmetics, and this is a matte lipstick. This is more of that peachy nude. This is, for me, is more of like my kind of pinky nude. Anytime people say I'm looking for a nude lip, I always ask, well, are you looking for a nude or a pink nude? And this is just my favorite kind of pink nude. This almost reminds me of my absolute all-time favorite, Please Me from MAC, but in a lipstick, liquid lipstick form. So I absolutely love it. I think the coverage of this is way better than the MAC Please Me, so absolutely loving this. And last but not least, we're going to talk about lashes, honey. And of course, I had to give my own self a shout out, okay? So my two favorite lashes this year, and this is not even released to the public yet, these would happen to be my new releases of my desired lashes, which will be launching at the end of January, the beginning of February, which I'm super excited to bring to you guys. I have 7 new styles that I'm bringing to the Desired Lash family, and I hope you guys are all excited about them because I'm super excited. So this first one I want to talk about right here is called Flawless, and this just gives just the ultimate kind of full high packed volume, like just the perfect amount of drama to any kind of look. And I see myself, out of all of the 7 new shades I have coming out, this has been the particular pair that I keep gravitating towards and picking up all the time. And I get a lot of compliments when I wear these lashes. A lot of people always ask me if I'm wearing like 2 pair of lashes, so I absolutely am excited to bring this to you guys. And then the last pair I want to introduce to you guys is a pair called Queenie. Now these are the ultimate drag queen lashes. If you are like Time the Infamous and you like those just winged out, gone with the wind, you're just gonna fly away kind of lashes, Queenie is the lashes you need to own in your life. And once again, these will be releasing towards the end of January, the beginning of February, so stay tuned for that, and I'm super excited to bring that to you guys. So this year has been amazing. In my Revolutions tag that I did last year, I accomplished all of the goals that I said I want to accomplish. I accomplished my cut crease, perfecting my cut crease right away. That was probably the first thing that I introduced. Also, my goal of doing a D-list celebrities makeup. As you guys know, I was able to do Natalie Nunn from the Bad Girls Club's makeup this year, and that was a huge honor. It was super exciting to do her makeup, and she was super sweet. And she was nice enough, you know, to shout me out on Instagram and everything. So that was fabulous. And, you know, my business coming to life, I have been, you know, working a lot more. My lashes are they're getting there. And I know this year is going to do it for me. And also being named one of Boston's top 5 makeup artists of the year. You cannot beat that, honey. You cannot beat that. That is like the ultimate highlight of my year. And I'm super excited and honored to be a part of that. So yes, and I also want to thank you guys for rocking with me this whole year and rocking with me throughout my whole YouTube journey. I know a lot of you guys have been with me from the beginning, and I love seeing you guys' comments, you know, telling me you guys love seeing me grow and all of that, and I'm glad you guys are with this journey to see me grow. So yes, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, remember to always rate, comment, subscribe.